Hello traders, welcome back to another episode of Wins and Losses. In this episode, I'm going to give you an update of my trading journey. I think ever since MFF went under, I've done one or two videos sharing what I've been doing on my trading. It's not like I've not been trading. Obviously, I've been taking positions. I've been looking at props, I've been trading some accounts, but I haven't been as vocal, as transparent at sharing them. The last time I did that was using my MFF account on Instagram. Right now I've been a bit laid back for personal reasons. I won't share that here, but probably I'll be back to doing that also over time. But today I'm going to share with you an update of how I traded in October. So I'm going to share with you what happened in October. October was a very tough month for me, but somehow I managed to come out profitable. I have a 200k account right now. I have a 25k account, and I'm also getting a 100k account. So I have a total of about 325k funding. The 100k I've not paid for it, but the 200 and the 25, they're both live. The 25k is the MFFX. I've had complete struggles with that account. One, because it's small. Two, because the drawdown is quite tight. And I haven't managed, honestly, to make a withdrawal on that account, despite passing the challenge, I think in August or September. Yeah, I passed in somewhere close to the end of August. I've not made a withdrawal on that account, but I still have the account. I'm down about 4-5% on that account. On my 200k account, though, got it in October, doing quite well. In October, I made about $4,500. Those are the stats that I'm going to share with you. I'll also go through the other accounts slightly for you to see the differences. The reason I'm saying I struggled with that account because of size is I feel like as I was trading it, I was not super focused like I normally am. Part of the reason could be the amount. It was not as motivating for me to really focus on it that much. However, I've corrected that error on my end, and I've observed that there is a chance for me to make $500-600 probably a month from that account, and that is what I'm going to focus on moving forward. So as we head into the video, I'll share with you the stats of both accounts. I'll show you some of the trades that I'm taking and probably give you some plans and updates on what we have moving forward. Let's go down to the metrics. So I'm going to the back end. So this is the back end. The account that I'm specifically trading on is Nova Funding. Nova is a one-step challenge, which is a little bit not actually a little bit, it's very different from majority of the prop firms that are out. For one, it has a one-step challenge. Two, there's a rule called a consistency rule where you have to trade within a particular range for you to get your money. Three, their payouts are quite different. They don't have payouts initiated from the back end. The payouts are initiated from the email. So a couple of differences. It's not a very popular prop firm. Quite hidden actually on the flip side, but I've traded with them and had a wonderful experience, other than the consistency rule, which I found a bit off for me as a trader. Everything else I think is quite okay and in line with other prop firms, because the consistency rule is basically if you execute very many lots, they'll average where your trading size is, and if your size is not within that range, then they'll deduct some money, which is not a good thing obviously when you're looking at traders. However, for me, the most important thing is one, ensuring that you have the skill set. So are you making money or losing money? And two, ensuring that you trade within the parameters of the firm. So those are the two most important things. Now, if you look at the metrics, for example, for this account, they are quite different again. So if you look at the dashboard, you can see the daily loss limit, which is 4%. I passed on that one. I actually attained a 2% return, 2.01. Maximum loss 8%. The maximum loss that I had at the highest level was 2.7%, so I passed on that one. Profit target 2.25, so I attained a profit target of 2.25. I traded for 12 days out of the number of days that I was expected to trade in October. The maximum number of days, positions were closed, missing stop loss none, weekend trading none. So you can see clearly, this is a 200k account. I made about $4,500 off that account. The other stat was that I had a very bad hit set in October. Markets were mostly moving sideways, and I really tried to get trend moves, which never took place. Most markets that I was trading were trapped in a range. So I ended up not losing much. I always say when market conditions shift to where my system does not work, that is my time to prevent losses, not to make money. And I think I did a very good job of that, because on the last week when market started trending, I was able to make about 4% return and recoup the 1.5 that I was down and come up about 2.25, the one that you have seen there. So total profits made about 4,500. Stats, you can see a very bad hit rate. The very bad hit rate comes with a combination of one. I had some impulsive trades whereby I deviated from my system a bit and started taking trades backed by other principles rather than my own principles and the market conditions. So it was not just a function of me deviating from my system a little bit. It was also a function of the market conditions being very tough for my system, which resulted in about 35% as my hit rate and 60. I'm sure if I just keep on trading the account, things will come back up. However, this account is very different, as I'll show you on the new account that I'm given. Once you clear the trading period on this account and you request for a payout, they give you a new account. So you don't continue trading on the old account that you had. Instead, they give you a new account. So if you look at the number of trades that I took, these were the trades. Most of the trades were actually losers, but you can see they were very small losers relative to my winners. My biggest loss was about $1,300, which is less than a percentage actually on the account. My biggest win was about $2,500, which is about 2 point something. No, my biggest win was about $6,000, which is about 3% on the account. The $6,000 was split into multiple positions. So you can see this GBP USD buy, which gave me $2,000, $2,000, and $2,200, and this US 100 trade, which gave me about $1,700. So if there's one thing I'm also becoming exceptionally good at, is preventing my downside and maximizing on the upside the few times that I'm wrong. That's how generally trading really works. As you work on your hit rate, as you work on other factors, remember you still will make majority of your money from very few opportunities. So this was my performance. If I go into the specifics of the trade that made me that much money, if I just look down on the trades that I was taking, so you guys know my journaling system. So these are the trades that I've taken for November. However, I won't go into November trades for now. I'll just go through minor stats of November. In October, the two trades that made me most money, okay, much of them, I can't review all the trades that I took in October because there are quite a lot. In October, I ended up really deviating from my system and had some sort of doubt into how to execute some things. I had a lot that was going on in my head, a lot that I was testing. So that brought in some element of confusion. But again, I'm never confused about risk. I'm never confused about returns. I think those are the things that really matter. Where you take your trades, how you take your trades will matter in the long run. But sometimes you'll tend to deviate and you'll have some 1 or 2 bad trades which just interfere with that month's performance. So you can see this month I had quite a number of trades. I normally have less than 10 trades. This time I had about 17 trades, which is quite a lot. The two trades which made me money are this GBP USD long and US 100 longs. I think those were enough for me to come out of my drawdown and for me to make money. So if you look at this GBP USD longs, for example, the idea was still based on my system. So you can see the position. There it was. It was just before the Feds came out to speak. And NFP, the Feds came out, spoke, and then you got NFP on the following Friday. Markets just rallied to my targets, giving me about $6,000. And I could also look at the other trade which I took, which was US 100 longs. So US 100 longs, if you look at the positions that I took on US 100, these were the positions. So you can see the daily, you can see the 4-hour chart. You can see the 1-hour chart and the position. Actually, on this one, I left a lot of money on the table, okay, a lot, but it was in line with my plan. Remember, as I was executing, I normally have a plan. So you can see, for example, in this trade, as I was taking it, I was just anticipating. It was a quarter-to-quarter trade, more or less. I was looking for a move from about 14,250 to 14,500. However, markets ended up rallying all the way to my normal targets, which is 14,750. So if I stayed with this trade, I think I would have made an extra $3,000 if it rallied all the way to my targets. But like we always say in markets, you need to learn to be contented. Now, those are the trades that I took in October. That's the money that I made. I don't think there's much that I can say other than what I've already shared. Going back now to the dashboard, you'll very quickly notice that they have, you can see the challenge completed. Phase 2, when you're funded, you have one account which is completed. Then you have the second account now which is active. So this is the account they gave me now for the second time. And on this account, if you look at it again, you'll discover that I'm already up about $5,200. So probably I'll update you on this one once the month is over. Let's see how the month will go. This was just one trade, risking a percentage. I made about $5,300 and I've been out of the market for pretty much the whole week after making that much. So right now, just waiting out to see if there's any other trade that will come along and how I'd love to position myself once that trade comes along. So that's my update. I think I have shared with you guys some of the positions. I'll actually look at I'll give you guys a screen recording of some of the trades that I took via my phone. But generally, I think what is being confirmed more or less by these prop results and accounts is if you apply yourself, if you follow your plan, you can make some money. Not bad money, because if you make $4,000, they'll probably send you about $3,000, $3,500 in line with the percentage splits, and depending on the stage you're in line with the splits. So that's it from my end. Guys in the office insisted that I shoot this for you. There are people who would be encouraged by such videos, and I hope you guys will find some encouragement or some hope to keep pushing your trading journey. We know it's not easy to move from, being a loser to break even to making money now consistently, moving from losing challenges to probably passing and now getting to the payouts. Those steps are all different steps. Wherever you are in the journey, keep pushing. Eventually you'll get there. You can reach out to us, we'll help you. We have a product both in line in the prop space and in the other side, so we'll help you navigate. We won't give you signals, we won't tell you you'll make money quickly. I'll be lying to you. It takes time. For us, it's taken me about 3 years now, about 2 years, 2.5 years now. 2021, 2022, 2023, and probably some part of 2021, trading prop firms for me to get to that level where I have confidence, I understand it, I don't lose accounts. For the other account, which is the 25K account, there I'm quite down a bit. That account has been quite stressful. You can imagine now trading the accounts that I have, and it's the smallest, so I tend to really not pay that much of attention. Not in a bad way, but somehow I just forget. So if I look at the stats of this account, you can see clearly that right now I'm down about 5%, I think, in the overview of the account. Yeah, down about 5.05. But I'm very, very confident on this account coming back up. Currently, I have one position, which if it works out really well, I have this oil position, which if it works out to my target, then I can probably be back by some minor percentages. But it's a question of always waiting to see if the position will work, because this risk reward is 1:4. So if I can make 2 to 3% from that, then I can be back to about 2%, then we can work towards getting to profitability. If it goes south, I'm down to 6. I have to think around how I'll come back again. But by the end of the day, it's a question of time, not being in a hurry, trading these accounts with time, having multiple accounts, scaling up and trying to make money off different things. So that's what I have for you guys today. I will stop there and we will catch up next time. Peace.